All right, let's talk about the Kindex. Kindex is obviously a play on words, mixed between kin and index. The fact of the matter is the word index has a lot to do with organization. Family organizations tend to end up with a lot of family documents, and what the Kindex does is it allows those family organizations that are in many cases private organizations, relatively private, might not want to necessarily use a large entity to upload their documents, and sometimes they are very public. But anyway, they can merge and transcribe these family documents using the Kindex software and ultimately create an evolving, accessible volume. And let's explain a little bit more about this concept. Here's Frank. Frank is a very happy historian of his family organization. Here is his family organization. He is pretty much assumed to be the solo family historian. He's always doing things on his own. He's always transcribing the family's documents. He has most of them, but not all of them. Obviously, other family members have documents. And he also works in a silo. He kind of does his own thing. But everybody appreciates the work of Frank. Frank is one of those individuals who actually creates these wonderful novels of family history, and these types of people need to be praised for their efforts, and it's great that they do this. The problem with these novels, however, are they are physical volumes. They're fixed, they're printed, they cannot be changed, and when they are changed, it's expensive to create second editions, third editions, fourth editions, so on and so forth. And so reunions can sometimes be expensive. Well, let's talk about the Kindex. What the Kindex is it's essentially an evolving, accessible volume. It's a book that is quite perpetual. This is the basic interface of what Kindex does. People like Frank could actually upload the original documents and then allow family members to transcribe those documents. But of course, Frank is the one structuring the order of how those documents are presented. He can structure it through media types, or he can structure it through individuals, or he can structure it through dates. It's entirely up to Frank or the family organization as to how they structure this table of contents. So one of the benefits about Kindex is you're not having to use a third-party software's organization system the way that they want it. You can actually customize it, your table of contents, any way that you desire. Another advantage is, let's suppose Frank's grandmother really doesn't like to look at the computer screen to read documents, so Frank can go ahead and generate a PDF of their entire family book, whether it be letters or photographs or journals. He can also include the sources along with that, so it'll automatically generate a PDF. Another advantage with this is this data, this information, not only has the original source documents, but also has searchable text. So individuals in the family organization can search their names, their parents' names, or locations, or any bit of history that they want, and search through the entire family organization's records. A great advantage. Another thing they can do is they can link to this particular page or to any section that they so choose. So every single section you see here to the left has a direct link online. So ultimately what happens with Kindex is Frank starts to inspire his other family members to also help him in what he's doing. So you have Jane over here who's doing a lot of the transcription, and Frank, of course, is inspiring others to help in the transcription. But this guy right here, he happens to have a lot of ability to access his original documents. So not only is Frank seeing only the documents that he has, but this older man here actually has a lot of documents to contribute as well. So he can also upload those documents that this little girl can transcribe someday, or that she can transcribe. So as you can see, Frank is now among a group of family historians who are all keepers of the records, and they're each transcribing and working as a team. And that's essentially the idea of Kindex, to merge and transcribe family documents, well, as a family.